Good morning, all of you. I am Sweta Sarangi, and in your third semester, I am teaching you the environmental studies. Okay, so in the last class, we have started the chapter number 5, that is our environmental pollution. So, in that chapter, we have studied about uh, what is pollution, how pollution occurs, what are the pollutants, the pollutants are degradable, slowly degradable, and non-degradable pollutants, and also we have studied about the air pollution and what are the air pollutants there are classification of air pollutants. Those are according to origin, according to chemical composition, and according to state of matter. So today we are going to start about the effects of air pollutants. Okay, so effects of air pollutants on man and his environment. So first one is our damage to materials, second is damage to vegetation, third is damage to farm animals, fourth is darkening of sky and reduction of visibility, and fifth is our effect on human health and human activities. So first is our damage to materials. The materials that may be affected by air pollutants, which includes metals, building materials, rubber, textiles, leather, etc. The types of possible damages to this material by air pollutants include corrosion, deposition, direct and indirect chemical attack, etc. So the intensity of damage depends upon factors such as moisture, temperature, air movements, and concentration of pollutants. Okay, this is our damage to materials. Next is damage to vegetation. How it affects? So air pollutants like SO2, HF, ozone, weedicides, etc. Uh, exert toxic effects on vegetation. The damages are of chloric markings, bending, silvering of the underside of the leaf. Okay, so retardation of plant growth also occurs. The extent of damage to a plant depends upon the nature and concentration of the pollutants, time of exposure, soil and plant condition. Okay, so weed means a chemical weed killer. Weed, actual weed means the unwanted plants. Okay, and bending. In the second point, I mentioned about bending. That is the presence or formation of stripes of contrasting colors. That's called our banding. So this is the damage to our vegetation. Next is damage to farm animals. So arsenic, lead and fluorides are the main pollutants which cause damage to the livestock. So this accumulates in vegetation and poison the animals when they eat the contaminated vegetation. Okay. Next is our uh, lead. Lead is emitted from metallurgical smelters, coke ovens, and coal combustion operations. Okay, so lead arsenate sprays and automobile exhaust. Lead poisoning occurs in horses and other animals with symptoms such as depression, lethargy, gastric paralysis, and breathing troubles. Cattle and sheep are particularly susceptible to fluorine toxicity, which may cause fluorosis of teeth and bones. Okay. Next is darkening of sky and reduction of visibility. So it means sky darkening may be caused by heavy smoke and fog or by dust storms. The reduction in visibility may be due to smoke, fog, and industrial fumes, which contain particulates in the size range of 0.4 to 0.9 micron meter that scatter light. Okay, so the intensity of these effects, which depend upon the particle size, the angle of the sun, aerosol density, thickness of the affected air mass, and meteorological factors such as inversion, height, wind speed, and humidity. This is the darkening of sky and reduction in visibility. And the last point is effect on human health and human activities. So what are the effects on human health and human activities of air pollutants? Okay, these effects of air pollution on humans, animals, and vegetation has already been discussed in earlier section. Air pollution can affect the health of workers within the industrial premises, causing absenteeism, sickness, and drop in production. Industrial hygiene measures are being taken by many industrial managements to uh, combat these occupational disease. However, apart from the effects on industrial workers, air pollution also affects larger segments of general population. Okay. So the notorious London smoke of 1952 was lasted for 5 days causing 4,000 deaths is an example of air pollutants and how it affects on human health. Okay. Air pollution may cause sickness, absenteeism among workers and general lethargy, which naturally result in decrease in efficiency in all facts of human activity. Moreover, bronchitis, asthma, lung cancer, irritation of nose, eyes, and throat, and bad odors, annoyance, allergies, and other health hazards are also seen. So, these are the various effects of air pollutants. Okay. Next, we are going to study about the measures to check air pollution. Okay. First one is like it is not easy to control or check air pollution at responsible cost because it is not so simple. Our every lifestyle of modern life is facing for air pollution, but we can check it or prevent by very careful planning for industries, better design, operation of equipments, and general awareness to the people. Do this. The following are the general methods of air pollution control. So there are 5 methods. First one is controlling of air pollution at source. Second is site selection or zoning. Third is controlling air pollution by devices, equipments or process modification. Fourth is controlling air pollution by growing vegetation, the most important point. Next is controlling air pollution by fuel selection and utilization. So, first point is controlling the air pollution at source. What do you mean by that? That means this is the best to check air pollution at source. This can be achieved by modifying the process in such a way that pollutants do not form at all beyond the permissible limits. Before release the pollutants, they should be reduced to tolerable levels by methods, equipments to destroy, alter, trap or so. To control or minimize air pollution at source, the following steps should be strictly followed. The first step is this step can also be done in 2 ways. First, we should select the raw material in such a way to release minimum pollutants. The supplements may also be used if needed. Secondly, use suitable fuels, avoiding sulfur fuels. Non-essential ingredients are removed before processing of the raw material. Air pollution can easily be checked by using modified procedure or new process. Timely, it should be monitored. Equipment alternations such as the use of vented tanks should be avoided. Use floating root tanks for industry. New furnaces, modified equipment should be used. By using modified equipment, the pollutants are stored at one place from where they should removed timely. So these are the steps to control air pollution at its source only. Next is site selection or zoning. To install the industry, site selection is important, which results in the production of single source of pollution. Control measure based on the knowledge of the machines or mechanics of the atmosphere is called zoning. While setting the factories, the meteorological and micrometeorological conditions should be considered. Other factors such as facilities for as material supply, transport labor, and market for products are also important for selecting the site of industry. For improvement of people's health, zoning should be done properly. The industry is running on electrical power and causing no nuisance may be seated near residential area, but opposite in this they may be located far away from residential area. So by this site selection or zoning, we can control the air pollution. So in the next class, we are going to study about the controlling of air pollutants by or air pollution by devices, equipments, process modification. Okay, thank you.